Good morning, friends. Today we will discuss regarding the family planning methods. Family planning methods is very important topic because our country, India, is the most populated country, and day by day it going to increase. The population is increase is a major factor because all the economy is depend on the population, and a family who have a large number of the members in the family, they have some problems. All these things they are not getting as an easy way because nowadays everything is going to and the price is going to high, so the economical balance is going to disturb. For this discussion, we need that family planning is a good concept to reduce or to control the population. This population explosion is very dangerous problem in the future of life. So for discussing the family planning programs or family planning methods, first we know what is the family. So family is nothing else. It is two or more two. It is the two individuals who depends on one another for the emotionally, physically, and financially supports. Means two persons they get married and make a family. Both are depend each others as emotionally, physically, and other economically factors. For this, then the term what is the family planning? So family planning, it is a regulate the number and spacing of the children in the family through the practice of contraceptions or other method of birth control. It means family planning is a space of a child. In the family, we need that between the two childs, minimum 3 years space is compulsory. If we are not giving any space between the child and regularly the birth is going to coming, that population is easily increased. So it is a major problem. So for the family planning method, the contraceptive methods which come under that. What is the contraceptions? So contraceptions, it is a prevention against the pregnancy. So contraception, in other words, we can say it is the fertility regulation can be terms contraceptions. Fertility regulations means continuous give the birth to the baby. We can also discuss that all the contraceptive methods are not appropriate for all the situations. So some methods are easy methods and some are very difficult, and they give the easy spacing time for the baby birth. So for that method, the most of the appropriate contraceptives method give the birth control, and it give the woman overall age, frequency of sexual activity, number of the sexual partners, desire to have children in the future, and family history and certain disease. So for discussing about the contraceptive methods, some of the most important characteristics of these contraceptions. These contraceptions are very effective to prevent the pregnancy, and it is very safe and free from harmful effect to the body and the women's or men's. These contraceptives are very simple and could be used without any consultant, means without any help of the doctor. Some of the contraceptions are appropriate to the women, and these contraceptions are also provided by the supervision of the doctors and medical personnel, and some of the contraceptives should be reversible and should not obstruct the pregnancy when desired, and contraceptives should have a long life and be inexpensive also. So most of the important characteristics of these contraceptives are there, and as per the guideline of the government, as per the guideline of the different authors who have the more knowledge regarding these contraceptive methods, they divided the different types of the contraceptive methods. First is the temporary and permanent method. Second one is the spacing and terminal method. Third one is the natural and artificial method. Fourth one is the for men and women. And fifth is the ancient and modern contraceptives. So first of all, we will discuss regarding the temporary contraceptive methods. These contraceptive methods are called the barriers or occlusion device. Temporary methods, it means use and throw. The temporary methods, these are the use and throw. These are protection against the pregnancy. These are give the protection against the sexually transmitted disease or infections, and it is give the protections against the cervical cancers also, and it give the protection against the pelvic inflammatory diseases, PID, and they are not give any harm, and they no threat of hormone imbalance. These are the temporary barrier or occlusive device. According to the charts or according to the guidance, the doctors, according to the guidance of the government, guideline of the government, the temporary methods is mainly divided into the barrier method, hormonal method, post-contraceptive device, IUCD, and miscellaneous divisions. In the barrier method, again it will be divided into the two parts, three: the physical barrier, chemical barrier, and combined barrier. In the physical barrier, these are the condom, male, condom, female, diaphragm, and vaginal sponge. And in the chemical methods, it is the foam, cream, suppositories, soluble foams, and other things. And in combined, come under the tablet and the jellies. The second method is the hormonal methods. This hormonal method is divided into the oral pills and the depot formulation. In the different types of the oral pills, we are using that combined pills, mini pills, post-coital pills, weekly pills, long-term monthly, and ECPS pills. Depot formulation come under that injections, vaginal rings, and subdermal implants. In the injection, DMPA and NAT-EM. And the other third one is the post-conceptional method. Your device. Post-conceptional method come into the menstrual regulation and abortion, means MTP Act, according to the MTP Act. And next one is the IUCDS. IUCDS is divided into the non-medicated and medicated. Non-medicated is the loops, and medicated is the copper T and the hormonal T. And miscellaneous with the different types: abstinence, coitus intercourse, and breastfeeding, birth control vaccines, device related to menstruals and cycle calculations, safe periods, body temperature methods, discharge methods, and mind calculation methods, and genetic engineering. So different types of the contraceptive methods we discussed now. So first of all, we are discussing the barrier methods. The other one is called the occlusive device. It can be divided into the three subcategories. One is the physical device, second one is the chemical device, third one is the combined device. So physical device come under the condom. It is very safe and easy methods. It is effective and is the popular contraceptive used by the men all over the world, and it is dry and lubricated method. Condoms is available in the market. Quality of condom, judge its thinner. It is better for 0.03 to 0.04 mm. It should be unrolled over the effective penis and before each act of the sexual intercourse. The different how it have the different advantage, means it is very useful and easy to use. It have no side effects. It is simple to release also after the intercourses, and safe to it is very safe, and it is inexpensive protection for the STD and the easy availability also for these condoms. But some of how the disadvantage for these condoms are, means it may be slip or tear during the sexual intercourses. Some complaints of reducing sexual pleasure also in this, and failure rate is 2 to 3%. Second one is the female condom also available in the market. This is latest simple means birth control, especially made for the women. Female condom is protect women against the pregnancy or STD diseases, and Themidon is the 34% more successful than the male condom, and female condom is the thin sheath or pouch worn by the woman during the sex. It entirely line the vagina, thus help to prevent the protection slip. And two types of the female condom, APC and APC2, are available. WHO and UNICEF is supporting the APC2 female condom, and male condom has flexible ring at both ends. This female condoms has a flexible ring at the both and it is inserted into the vagina and hold the condom in place. And the open end of the sheath is the ring is outside the vulva at the entrance of the vagina. Some of the most important advantage, more sharing and women in the sex activity, prevention for pregnancy and sexually transmitted disease also, can be inserted before 8 hours of courses, less chance for the allergic reactions. It also have the disadvantage. These are outer ring is visible, can make noise during the act, and difficulty in insertion, and expensive and sound availability. It will not get easily in the market. Contraceptives, as per the WHO list, temporary methods are oral contraceptive pills, progesterone, only injectable contraceptives, NET, EN or DNPA, copper, UDS, and the barrier methods, means condom or diaphragm, levonorgestrel, implants and IUDs, female sterilization, and vasectomy, male sterilization, which in the come under the temporary method. Vaginal sponge also available, an ancient method of the birth control spacing. The sponge soaked and vinegar or olive oil in the vagina. Though its techniques it not be used these days, still some sponges are available in the market. The vaginal sponge has the limited usage and effectiveness. Diaphragm, it is a vaginal occlusion device known by the name ouch cap. A flexible spring is attached to it. Its size should be appropriate for the vagina. It is inserted in the vagina before the sexual intercourses, and it is more disadvantage. And only one advantage, that it reducing the risk of the pregnancy. That is the diaphragm. Chemical device also. These are the chemical contraceptives placed in the vagina. These includes foam tablets for the aerosol, cream, jelly, and paste suppositories, and the soluble films. Advantage, mostly important device where were used before the IUD and oral pills were invented. These days, these chemical device have limited popularity, and these are recommended with the condom. and for sake of the extra protections. It also have the disadvantage. These can be produced irritation or burning in the vagina. These are the highly placed in the vagina. These are used sometimes before the sexual intercourse, and new vaginal chemical contraceptives mediate every act of the sexual intercourse. And next one is the combined device. The combined device using the chemical contraceptive creams, jelly, foam, tablets, etc. With condom is known as the combined device or methods. It provides the deep and double protection against the pregnancy. Some of the hormonal methods. These hormonal methods or the contraceptive methods are effective means maintaining the interval between the birth. It gives the space between the birth. Give a hit. Some major hormonal contraceptive methods are oral pills. These oral pills are popularity pills, can be judged the fact of the 35 millions, and people world more than 10 million women in India use these pills. These are available in various combinations, mixed pills, mini pills. These are the mixed pills are the estrogen and progesterone, and these are taken orally from 5th day of menstrual cycle to 21 days of the continuously. After this, there is a break or rest period of the 7 days during which the cycle will again. Department of the Family Welfare and made available pills name is the Malayan and Mala D. These are the Malayan. In this, Narethistine, Estate and ethyl ostradiol and Malady, Norgestrel and ethinyl ostradiol. Mini pills only contain the progesterone taken throughout the menstrual cycles and are used due to the poor control of menstrual cycle and higher rate of the failure of these pills. These are also known as the POP, means progesterone only pills. Postcoital contraceptives, pill or IUCD. These pills should be taken within 48 hours of the unsafe coitus, and earlier estrogen tablets were advised for 5 days. Dithiostolol 50 mg. Male pill also available in the market. Despite many experiment, a safe male contraceptive pills is yet to be invented, and though some work has been done on the gossip, means cotton seeds oil. It was derived from the cotton seeds oil, but it has toxic effects as well. And no steroid weekly oral pills. Center Drug Research Institute, Lucknow, developed these types of the pills. Name is the Centihormone. This is weekly pill that is to be taken orally. Long-acting, once a month pill. Long-acting estrogens and the progesterone are meant in this acting tablets, and through these pills is taken only once a month. Harmful effect rate failure is very high. Therefore, it is used is almost negligible. So for that family planning methods, it is very safe and very effective. But when we use by the public, kindly take that advice. Kindly discuss with your medical personnels, your nursing personnels. Then we will start these contraceptives methods, because some of the methods is have the advantage and some have the disadvantage. These are the health suited and not suited to the health. So main purpose of these contraceptive methods are raising child requires significant amounts of the resources, time, social, financial, environmental planning can be help assure that resources are available and to improve the health of the mother and child and majorly prevent the sexually transmitted disease, AIDS and HIV. So the next video we will discuss regarding the other major contraceptives methods. Thank you. Have a nice day.